Hi guys, hope you're all well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do my Tarot Oracle Sunday review for you all. So sorry it's a little bit late in the day, but I've spent the whole day today in Glastonbury at the Wonky Broomstick shop doing one-to-one readings. It's been an absolutely magical day. So massive thank you to all those lovelies that came out and braved the water, the rain, to come and see us there. It does mean a lot, so thank you very much. So as some of you may know, particularly the people that have seen me do sort of psychic fairs and when I've done readings in various shops, you will know that sometimes I get a little bit tempted by new decks. Being a collector, I just cannot help myself sometimes, and today the beautiful Kate at Wonky Broomstick introduced me to this lovely little deck. Now normally I wouldn't review a deck without actually using it first, but it's just such a little cool quirky deck. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to share this with you guys. So this was my purchase today, and it's Mists of Avalon Oracle, okay, and this is by Rose Inserra and it's illustrated by Nadia Turner. So beautiful deck here. So it's got the lovely sort of gilded energy on the box on the front, a lovely matte finish. This is produced by Rockpool Publishing, so I'm not sure if I've shown you anything by them before or not. Beautiful, very simple but very powerful energy on the back of the box. A couple of examples of the cards. So I'll just read you what it sort of says here. So it says, journey to the legendary Isle of Avalon to experience its magic, mystery and inner wisdom. Within the Mists of Avalon Oracle, uncover the myth of King Arthur and the Camelot story as you connect to druidry lore and the magic of Morrigan Le Fay. Be empowered by the Avalon priestess as they speak the language of trees in the sacred groves. Feel the spiritual power of the mystic landscape of Glastonbury, revered since ancient times as a gateway to the other world. Become part of the magic and myth of Avalon. So I think it's quite a cool, sort of exciting little deck here. It's a 36 card deck, so it's quite a small deck in terms of card size, but it's always quality rather than the quantity. So I absolutely love the box. It's a really beautiful box. I really feel drawn to the artwork. It's awesome. Then as we open it up, we've got this lovely little book. And what I like about the book is actually every image in here is in full colour, as you can sort of see there. I'll just see if I can show you a couple of the images that they've used. So it's really beautiful images in here. This deck was originally published in 2019, so it's relatively new in terms of, you know, what it offers. And then what we've got in the book is a brief introduction about the cards themselves, how they came about, and how to use the cards, a couple of examples of spreads, so they show you some sort of ways you can work with it, and then straight into the meanings afterwards. And there's quite a lot to the meanings, so we'll get to that shortly. Okay, and then the cards themselves. So what you also have in the back of this box is this beautiful artwork here. So I love the fact they've really thought about all aspects of the box itself. I love decks that sort of cater for every avenue. So the cards, they're not gilded or anything like that. Decent size, I'd say they're a medium sort of size. In terms of stock quality, they're okay. They're not the thickest, but they're certainly not the thinnest. They're like a medium in between. But what you have got is this beautiful kind of artwork sort of here. It's very mystical looking. So I don't know if you can sort of see that there. And then the cards themselves, let's just sort of go through them. So really stunning imagery, and what you've got is the framework. You've got a number, and then each card has got a traditional sort of like name here, and then it's got around the edge keywords that represent this card. So that's quite nice. I've not seen that done too much before, so I really like the way that they've introduced and incorporated that actually. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, I might end up showing you all of them because there's only 36, but beautiful, beautiful imagery. Quite different, I think, to anything else I've shown you. Probably maybe they're similar to the Blessed Bee Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. They're of a sort of similar kind of style, but I really, really like the artwork here. And because Glastonbury is somewhere that obviously, you know, when we're sort of working normally, somewhere I go a lot, it's really interesting to see the artwork, to see the images pictated in the cards. It's really, really nice. So yeah, just some fabulous, very, very powerful. I mean, look at the way the moon shines. It's almost like that moon looks like it's literally come alive in that card. Really, really beautiful artwork here. So the next card, the White Spring, this is my all-time favourite place to go in Glastonbury, the White Spring Well. So I love the way that they've kind of got that in the card. So there's lots of magic to these. That's how this deck feels. It's a very, very magical kind of deck, you know. So I was really, really excited when I was looking at it today in the shop, and I just knew I had to have it. So again, I just want to show you enough of these, like I say, for you. So if anyone's ever seen the dragon sort of parade that goes on in Glastonbury, obviously we've got like the red and the white dragon here. So a lot of you probably will have seen that before. So they encompass all of these different aspects of what Glastonbury really is about. Okay. So like I say, I've not actually obviously worked with this deck yet, so I don't know how I would get on in terms of doing readings with these. I'd like to think I probably would be pretty much okay with them, but I can't say for sure because I've not worked with them. Obviously, you know, very, very pinnacle character in Glastonbury, the energy of Merlin, as presented in this card here. And look at the way that green fire is sort of encased there in that card. And obviously the energy of King Arthur. So again, there's a lot to these cards. The artwork is really, really beautiful. Okay. And you've got all of the really, really important characters of the story, obviously, that make up, you know, the energy of King Arthur and the tells that unfold there. Obviously the famous tour, you know, that's beautiful. So like I said, I just want to show you enough of these so that you can sort of really take what you want and what you need from them. And the final card, the Mists of Avalon, and I love the way that smoke is rolling around, and then the beautiful tour into the distance with the moonlight there. So, like I say, a really, really beautiful deck. So I'm quite excited to actually be working with these and to have these. So as always, I'm going to pick a card for this Sunday, but more importantly, as it's quite late in the day now, for the week ahead. See what the message is, see what the guidance needs to be given, and then we'll look at the meanings in the book to sort of see what it wants to offer us. Now, artwork wise, I definitely would give this deck a 10 out of 10. I think the artwork is beautiful. Obviously I can't say as an overall just yet because, oops, I've not worked with them. That's just literally popped itself out like it always does. Bear with me guys, get on my hands and knees here. Okay, so the card that's come up then is Camelot, and then what we've got around the edge of this card is different keywords. So we've got like honour, ideals, we've got aspiration and trust. So that's the card that's come up for us. Hopefully you can see that okay there. So now let me just find that one in the book. Again, great that it's numbered, love that, makes it easier. And what I do like with the book is that even though you've got like the black and white sort of aspect, the actual card itself is in colour. I quite like that. It's small, but it's in colour. So, like I say, it's got the keywords at the top. So, honour, ideals, aspiration and trust. Then it's got like a little bit of an affirmation. When honour is lost, purity, respect, love and connections to natural cycles are lost. So that's interesting. And then we've got the message. So it just says here literally like message. You are torn between the known and the unknown. Do not be afraid to dream a new dream for yourself. Consider what the new dream of the world around you might look like. You may want to remain in your comfort zone because it's safe and predictable, but you will always be longing for more. Remain true to your principles. Know that with inspired imagination, anything is possible. And that's actually been my message throughout the day today with various clients. A lot of people are saying because of the energies of COVID and personal things they might be up against, a lot of people, it felt today, have become very limited. So the key message is push forward, live your best life. And that's almost an extension of that message there. You know, don't get stuck in the rut, actually move on past whatever conditionings you might be met with at this sort of moment at times, and don't almost sacrifice your dreams if it's something that really you want to sort of do, however weird and wonderful, you know. When we believe, when we hold space for that, anything is possible. So I love that. That's a really powerful piece. And then we've got a little bit of an essay here, going into a bit of the story time with this. So okay, so bear with me guys, here we go then. So when you choose the card of Camelot, be mindful of issues relating to trust and honour. Things aren't always what they seem, despite good intentions. Not everything that is beautiful, just and pure remains the same forever. The idyllic kingdom of Camelot prided itself on chivalry, friendship, love, courage and honour, but it fell from grace with the illicit love affair between Guinevere and Lancelot. This card asks you to look at your relationships. Are they meeting your expectations? Relationships do break down despite vows to love, honour and cherish. Friendships are torn by changed circumstances, and a financial future can be transformed with a decimal point, leaving a trail of tears and fears in its wake. What ended Camelot was the breach of trust from King Arthur's most loyal knight, Lancelot, and the cruel fatal wound inflicted by Arthur's own son, Mordred, in battle. On the positive side, the card of Camelot is a reminder of what is possible if we use our imagination and have a willingness to trust beyond what is in the now, what is right in front of us. This card asks that you check in with all your ideals. What do you stand for? What do you want to create that is noble and holds a higher energy? No less important are the ideals of your own earthly home, and you true to the natural cycles of nature. The card of Camelot asks you to remain real, because the real treasure is when we respect and honour Mother Earth and follow her rules. Nature cycles come and go, just as relationships wane, change or end. The sun will always rise, and new beginnings are promised. Be true to your word, remain honourable, and be aware of that which appears too good to be true. And then there's a little like final affirmation here. I honour myself and respect the needs of others. So I really like the book's energy of that. I like the key quick message and then the deeper sort of storyline to it. I think that's fabulous actually. I really, really love that. So like I say, I haven't really worked with this deck too much, but what I've seen of it so far, I'm really, really excited to have in the collection. So I think that this, you know, is more than likely going to be one of my 10 decks. Okay. So definitely get involved, definitely check it out if you feel drawn to this. If you're someone that has a connection with Avalon, with Glastonbury, then this deck will definitely be for you. So Mists of Avalon, Oracle, again by Rose Inserra and illustrated by Nadia Turner. Check it out, guys. A fabulous one to have in the collection. So I'm going to leave the energy of this with you. Hope it resonates, hope the message helps for today, but more importantly for the week ahead. Okay, so stay safe, stay well, much love and blessings, and talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.